right away you say something that actually should be researched, they get extremely aggressive and extremely angry. Once again, proving who the real angry and evil people are on the planet. I'm sorry, just facts is facts. When you don't research anything, we don't study anything, when you don't, your plain level of understanding is what you heard inside of a building from another person speaking to you, and you didn't do any of the research yourself, or you think that that one book is going to give you all the solutions to living through eternity. I'm sorry. It takes a lot more than that, guys. The first thing, you can't debate me unless you show me your passport stamps. That's the first and foremost thing. If you don't have a passport with stamps, I have 3 passport books, 3, and they're all full of stamps. Because every time you run out of pages for stamps, you have to get another book. I've got 3 passport books with stamps in it. That means I've been traveling, and I'm not talking about to poolside resorts. No, 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 no. Check my timelines. I go out there in the field, guys. I go to these places. I speak to the indigenous people, not the European people that forced the religion on the indigenous people, but the indigenous people that still understand their true history, their true wisdom and knowledge of where they came from and what their handed down verbal histories are, and also what their recorded histories are as well. And you start to find out, oh wow, that was copied, that was copied, that was copied, that was copied, that was copied. It's plagiarized information. It's not negative, it's just a fact. It's just a fact. Now, the intentions of most people are good. However, when you fall prey to an ideology, such as religious belief systems, you end up becoming a very aggressive person in most cases. If you look at a lot of the reasons why people have died on this planet, the reason why wars have started and why people were murdered, it was over religious beliefs. More people have died over religious beliefs than any other reason on the planet. There's no other reason greater than religious beliefs. I think right underneath that is cancer. And then underneath that is politics. So I spit pure facts, guys. You say, listen, if you haven't read Aramaic, Hebrew, Aramaic, Hebrew, Arabic, if you haven't studied those languages and histories of those peoples, Akkadian, Babylonian, then you don't know anything. I'm just telling you, you're just regurgitating what you heard your grandparents and your parents told you, and you read about 5 verses in the Bible and you memorized them and you thought you were good to go. I'm sorry, it takes a lot more than that, guys. It just takes a lot more. Let me take you on a tour of some knowledge, okay? Let me take you on a knowledge tour right now, how much work it takes to know what I know. How many books you got to read, how many scriptures you got to study, how many different ancient texts you got to dig into. I'm just going to show you some. I can't even show you all of them because some of it's still in boxes because I just moved into this house. I'm going to show you at least, though, about 60%. First of all, let's take a look at the floor right here where I've been studying all day. You see this? This is, let me give you an idea of the size. I wear a size 14 foot shoe. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 lengths. So we're talking about close to 90 inches here. This is a pretty big poster. What am I looking at? Let me go down here and show you. This is the genealogy table of the Anunnaki. Do you know how painstaking this is? Do you understand the amount of in-depth work it takes to research enough to be able to put together an entire genealogy based off of cuneiform tablets and ancient texts to create this lineage, this genealogy, which actually is the genes of Isis? Do you understand? I don't think some of y'all really understand, man. Like, you don't really understand what this is. Who is Noah? That's Gilgamesh. Who are the Canaanites? What part of the world did they end up in? Because they didn't stay over there. You guys, listen, man. The amount of research it takes to create this is decades. That's decades right there you're looking at. Decades just to create this. Decades. Decades. Longer than some of y'all have been born, and you memorize 5 verses in the Bible and you think you know everything.